Okay, there we go. I wonder if I should go live on Twitch as well. I might. Just might. How's everybody doing today? It's hot in Chicago, is it? How hot? Oh my gosh. When it's hot I lived in Toronto for 10 years and when it was hot and humid. Ooh. In my city, I'm in Venice, California, and I think it is about like, oh shit, I was gonna do Celsius, like 74, I want to say. 93. Whoa. Yeah, that's hot. Oh, thanks, Sean. Your daughter turned 21 today. Oh, happy birthday to your daughter, Carrie. Oh, that's so lovely. That's so lovely. Just going through something really quickly. Okay, I am almost at the end of my little organizing thing. Ooh, I have to get rid of a lot of 10 ones. Aw, you feel old? Aw, wise, right? My family used to say old and wise. So wise. Aw, age is such a gift too, you know? It really is. Ooh. There we go. Okay, that's up to date. Super cute. Love that. You want to go on Twitch? Hi, Nicole. How are you? How's it going? How's it going? Oh, thanks. I see you. Make sure to subscribe to ask questions, or it's $5 for a question as well. PayPal Venmo at Rebs the Recca. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I was gonna go. It is a gift. Yeah, I know, right? 21. That's the legal age in the States too. Oh shoot. Oh my. Which one out? This looks like. Ooh. Aw, so cute. Sure, Nicole. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, for sure, Nicole. And then if it amounts to, it has to be a little bit more than five. TikTok takes quite a bit, but that works. Oh, so nice. Okay, so I'm on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. I have a feeling Twitch and YouTube have been a little slow lately, so this should be fine. Okay. Oh, that's okay. That's fine. I appreciate that, Nicole. So yeah, make sure to subscribe to Nicole. You're good. You're good. Make sure to subscribe to ask questions. Good to see you all. Or it's $5 per question, and then for a paid reading, it is 32. PayPal Venmo at Rebs the Recca, and we get 11 deep minutes together. You can ask questions. We can do a general poll. We can do all the things. All right. So Nicole, thanks for the gifts. The gifts, if they amount to a little bit more than $5, people, you can do that as well. That works fine. All right, Nicole, thank you for the gifts. Hey, Deja. I was thinking about you yesterday. How are you doing? Gotcha, Sean. Perfect. I'm taking a trip tomorrow. We'll see about you in a second. Will I get the work from home job through friend R? Okay, let's see. What? Whoa, there's a lot of information coming out here, Nicole. A little better. Okay, I'm glad. I'm glad. Let me know if you need anything today. You can do your like a question or something too if you want. Subscriber queue. Okay, Nicole. So I've got a lot of fears coming forward. I'm not sure if that's within your realm or energy. This is definitely something that's in it's available to you. You can absolutely get this work from home job for sure through your friend. It's definitely coming forward. So if you want to, thanks, Sean. If you want to nurture any of your like stresses or anxieties or worries as much as possible, meditate if you want to, do anything, but it's definitely in the energy. It's definitely in your cards. So as we soften our energy, we allow for things to come forward. So I am getting a yes, Nicole, on that. So let me know if that makes sense. Hey, Dakota. All right, let's see. So we got Sean. Let's get to Sean. Well, oh yeah, I was joking around. I'm taking a trip tomorrow. That's so funny. Let's see. Let's see, Sean. I mean, yes, it's so funny. It's very interesting cards that came out. I am getting a guess. I don't know what this card is here. Whether that's like either something that might be a setback or a possibility of something not coming together, or I'm not sure if there's like doubts or something, but there's, I mean, I am getting a guess here. I'm not sure what this, you're welcome, Nicole. I do gather that something will follow through if that's something that you want. If you want to take a trip, it can definitely be yours. I think with that choice aspect coming forward. So let me know how that feels. Aw, look at all the love crew. Okay, so I think I saw Carrie. Carrie's question. I see you, Deja. Aw, thanks, Audrey. Yay, thanks, Audrey. Is that for a cue, Audrey? Thank you. Aw, thanks, Carrie. Aw, you all are so sweet. Jeff's energy and you being together. Interesting. I have good energy here, Carrie, but I also have like change energy here. So I'm not sure if there's a feeling either from Jeff or yourself or both of you, that there's like a shift or some sort of like change that's either in the air or you can feel that it's coming or something like that. I am getting that it's like good, and I wonder if it's like something around change will help elevate or something. Um, but I do get good energy overall. It's just there's two change cards here. That's very interesting. So let me know how that feels. Thanks for all the heart, Audrey. That's so sweet. Thanks for all the gifts, everybody. Aw, I all love through. Okay, excellent. I'm glad. Gotcha. I got you, Audrey. Thanks for all those gifts. I'll get to your question. Um, just totally also want to get back together. Oh, Christina, cute. Christina, I see you. Not on the long list. No, Dakota, not yet. Just getting set up. Hey, Christina, I saw it. Love. So we'll go to for these are for questions. So I've got Deja for question, Audrey for question, Christina for question, and then my like long list is open. All right. Does Charlie also want to get? Let's see, Deja. Why is this card peeking through a lot today? I am getting a wow, so interesting. I am getting a yes here, Deja. It does feel like there's like they're working through like their past triggers or something like that. Like right now, they're working through something, and I do have energy towards it coming back together into your energy in time. But there's definitely like there's like something they're working through right now. Does that make sense when you hear that, Deja? And then Audrey, we'll get to your question next. And then I've got Dakota. Oh, I love this song. Dakota, I got your payment, lovely. Still have no contact yet. So yeah, okay. Yeah, like they're definitely like they're I don't know if they're cognizant that they're working through old triggers, but they're definitely having old triggers come forward and they're like working through them. And then so Dakota, I got you on the paid reading list. So I have Audrey for a question, Christina for a question, then Dakota for a paid reading. Where are you? Where's your question there, Audrey? I'm looking. Oh, there you are. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so the thing that's coming forward, Audrey, is your day at work tomorrow. Ugh, let me know if this resonates with you or not. But your day at work tomorrow can go really good, and the energy at work can shift and can change and become even better and better and better. And it feels like you tapping into like a shift in perspective and belief in yourself, and then it just feels like things sort of become like even better and smoother going forward as you shift the belief into yourself and like courage or like the right word. That's not the right word. What's the word I'm trying to think of? Like why does it keep coming back to courage? That's not what I mean. Confidence? Um, let me know how that feels when you hear that, Audrey. And yes, that makes sense. Okay, beautiful. Yeah. Believe in that beautiful self and like, yes, 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 and. You know, when like things are almost gone, you have to like. Christina, let me look for your question um, if your question's not already here. Oh, weird. I lost connection for a second. Am I back? And then Christina, if you're still here, oh, I think you put your question. Hold on, maybe you put your question in the. Oh yeah, it did, didn't it? Okay, here we go. I see your question, Christina. Good to see you. Um, yeah, I don't know what happened. It was like lost connection. I was like, what the heck? Okay, let's see. Oh, I see some big change. So there's big change here within your energy, Christina, within your questions energy, within K. Yeah, change and like this makes sense about the silence. And whoa, it came forward twice. So I have silence coming forward, sort of like rest and meditation energy, which can signify like a breather of what you're talking about. Will it come together? This is so interesting here. Um, it feels like I can see that there might be some. I can see that there might be some like conflict energy coming forward. It definitely feels like things can get better. There is an energy like these rings for some reason are really standing out in terms of really solidifying like a deep level of understanding of like where things come from. Like, where does it, when this happens, where does it come from? Like within yourself and within his energy, like getting deeper in terms of conversation. Like each of these rings for me signified like conversation about this, conversation about that, conversation about this, and conversation about that. And it does feel like with this energy of in depth communication, things can get better. The communication piece feels very important here. Does that make sense when you hear that, Christina? So yes, things can get better, but it takes both parties to enter into like depth in terms of communication for it to get better. Yeah. And then with that, it feels like it can get better. And so hopefully that is both people signing up for that. We would just both want to talk. Yeah. Yeah. Talk and listen, you know? Yeah. Yeah. It does feel like it can get better, like talking and also listening. Like, I guess communication has both within it too. So really listen as well. Listen to self, listen to them. Hopefully he can listen as well. Um, some deep healing could come forward from that. So sending you lots of love for that. I hope that both parties sign up for that and step into that. Yes, of course. Do you want to do your question now, Jess? And then Dakota, I'll get to your paid reading after Jess. You're welcome. All right, feels like this break is needed to try to roll with it. You're welcome. You're welcome, Christina. Yeah, step by step, it feels like there's air within it. There's air. There's movement that can come forward. So sending lots of love, Christina. Ooh, whoa, Jess, I already have your energy coming forward. Do I feel like I have to ask that because that's separate from what came forward. I'll share what came forward. Will the transfer in the parent who will do it? Yeah, I do gather that from the cards actually that came forward. Yes. Oh, you know what's so? Oh, I do gather it's going to be a relief. I do gather it's going to be a relief, and I also gather like it might feel stressful at first, but what it's doing is like this is the relief energy, and what it's doing is it's allowing you the space to kind of work on some of your things. Um, like you'll have possibly more energetic energy or like even mental energy around your like your work your own venture, your own projects and stuff. And it definitely feels like, you know, there's definitely movement towards it. It's like letting go of something that's not working. Yeah. So I do get a sense of relief. I do it. Yes, this is so good. See, universe does very interesting things for us, right? Like universe, even when it feels freaking annoying and like sometimes confusing, universe does truly have our back. And so, yes, exactly. Yeah, really good things. And it's like you're walking towards like a new beginning, you know. So it's giving you that time and space to really move forward. So it feels really good. Um, I do feel a shift coming forward for you, Jess, for sure. hope that was helpful. That was exciting. Dakota. Of course. So much love. Aw, you're welcome. I'm glad we got to connect through some of those things throughout the last few days and weeks and stuff. I'm glad we got to connect. Aw, you're so sweet. So much love, Jess. Dakota, if you're here, let me know. If not, no worries. All right. Yay. Amazing. Aw. Yeah. All right, Dakota, let's tap in. I'm just checking something here quickly and then let's get some water. I'll grab water after. I still have a little bit of liquids here. All right. Let's, I don't know what is having to do. So let's step in. All right. Tapping into Dakota's energy, moving into a paid reading. Gosh, the energy keeps coming forward today. Okay, I don't know if that's mine or yeah. Ah! Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. I'm gonna see if this reading feels like kind of for me. So hold on a second here. It could be for yours as well. Let's see. I haven't started the timer yet because I don't know who this is for. Her energy is coming forward. Okay. Okay. So I feel like if there's like, yeah. Yeah. Okay. How do I put this out here? There's too many cards. Too many cards. So I'll start the timer now because I do have the energy coming forward. We shall do this reading. All right. Oh, there's a lot of almost like storm energy coming in this time around. But what the storm energy is doing is it's not a bad energy. The storm energy is moving energy. It's like this tower card is really standing out right now amongst some other cards that are here. But this tower card resonates with some of the other cards that come down here in the sense of these like lightning bolts that are coming down are it's very interesting are coming into like almost like poke her energetically like boom, and like reveal a source of trauma or a source of pain. And I gather, because I remember whether that was like a few days ago, it was more of that like emo energy. And I feel like in this energy today, it still is present a little bit. This emo energy is still kind of present, but there's movement from like universe, like spirit, God, universe, and even your energy too. But it feels like there's like movement in um yeah, in like what she's like the sensations. It's very I feel very physical. Like I feel like I feel things. So I feel like her body and like her energy and like her spirit guides and her soul are like working through something right now. And I think from her perspective, I feel like, well, it's doing really good things for her because it's bringing forward things to be felt, heard, nurtured, worked through. But like from her perspective, it might not seem as comfy or as inspiring or as like good. You know, like sometimes when we get these when we get these pings from spirit god universe, like, and they're sort of like, hey, this needs to be healed, like, hey, pay attention. Sometimes those can be kind of a little bit like painful and like like why is this always happening to me, or like why, like I'm kind of getting that sensation of like why. So in this tower energy that I'm talking about here, it does also feel like it is it's like what the vision I'm getting is like there's a construction crew working on paving a path up ahead, and it's like not the path doesn't get right to her. There's a bit of like a wilderness gap between her and this paved path, but like your energy and her energy with you is on that paved path. But there's like a little bit of like wilderness, and like there's a storm right now as she's like out in the wilderness, and I don't even think she's got camping gear in this vision. So it's like it could, she feels pretty, possibly pretty raw or vulnerable or something like that. And that, you know, it is in an essence moving her towards woof, um, like the person of her dreams, right? Like it is moving her towards this for sure. It's just it feels like she's out in the wilderness right now and will eventually find the paved path. So let me know how that feels when you hear that. And then Marielle, I got your payment, lovely, if you're here. Right? Very powerful. Very powerful vision, very powerful reading. It was coming out and I was like, whose is this? But it's actually tied as well for myself, which is kind of cute, but definitely for her too. Let me know if you have another question or if you want me to do some more. I can tap into like your energy together if you want, or could you type in. Hey, Rose. Good to see you, Rose. I'll get to your question after I'm finished with Dakota's page reading. Ah, okay. You stepped away. Okay. Ah, I wonder if that's also a part. Oh, I see it. Uh-huh. Oh, your energy together would be great. Got it. Yeah, so it's so interesting. Like, um, that's so interesting about you stepping away. Wow, we. Oh my gosh. You know what's so interesting, and don't worry, like you remember whatever you want to do for yourself is perfect. But that's so interesting that when you were talking about how you did step away a little bit and how she feels like kind of vulnerable. Voldemort's with her right now, teasing her. She's gonna win. Don't worry. Just kidding. Um, vulnerable, and I think that this wilderness, this storm, is like triggering her in a way. And again, do whatever you're doing. Don't do. You know, we don't want to. We don't want to do things to like gain something or get something from someone. So you're doing incredible by just following your flow and what you want to do for yourself. And in this distance, it does feel like there's a form of activation of like, oh shit, like that's sort of what's helping to kind of move things within her to create this change, to like feel like closer to her desires more. Does that make sense? And then, yeah, I'll that's kind of tying your energy, but I'll do a little bit more tying your energy together. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. Oh my God. Wow. Wow. This is so interesting. Whoa. Okay. So for her energy here, oh, she has a trigger, like possibly. Aw. Yeah. And if you want to reach out, Dakota, like feel free. Feel free to reach out at any time too. Like you've been doing such a good job. You know, she went through her emo time. You went into your own energy, whatever you wanted to do for yourself. Um, so at any time you feel like you want to reach out, like, you know, with that softness to reaching out still, like go for it. Like FYI, if you want to reach out and you're like feeling really cold to it, um, yeah, feel free to do what's best for you. And I just got one on the timer. That's a good confirmation for that. And so she, what I'm gathering is she has a pretty strong trigger around loss, or like, and like she's protective because of some possible like maybe abandonment. Maybe she's had some like abandonment wounds in her. Oof, I felt that my stomach just went whoosh when I said abandonment wounds. I feel like she might have some abandonment wounds, and so it's triggering it for her in a way of like she's getting moved around to work through these triggers. So hopefully she can uh, here capitalize was the word. That's a weird word to come forward because like that's interesting. But what I'm working to say is that hopefully she can step into like you know not put up more brick walls, but like start to like push them around and get angry and throw the bricks around so it creates a sense of openness so she can work through this. Um, what was I just going to say? How does that feel? Yeah, and so that's why I feel like, because you do offer a really great sense of safety for herself. Giving her that space is so this like, everything happens for a reason. You follow your flow, you give her some space for emo time. That's lovely. If at any point you feel like you want to reach out, it helps remind her of safety whenever it feels right. Like if you don't want to do it today, don't, even tomorrow, don't. Like do it whenever it feels right for you. But a reminder of the safety at some point, but everything has been necessary, right? Like everything is here for her and for you and for her to like work through her stuff. So everything has been really on point, is what I feel like. Um, yeah. Did that answer enough of your energy together? We have a little less than a minute, but I want to make sure that if you have another question, feel free. Oh, hi, Lauren. So I've shifted things, Lauren, to subscriber questions and also $5 for a question, but you can do gifts that amount up to that if you do want. I shifted that just a little while ago. And if you don't want to do anything, I'm sending you so much love for your nursing exam. Why did I drink that? So weird. Did you see how I drank that? I was like this. I was like, wait, I don't even know. I don't even know. I was like, I guess because my sweater was coming off. Mhm. Yeah, it definitely did. Just wanted to see this unfold. Yeah. The loss that, like, she's getting triggered for, I gather, is also possibly a sensation you might be feeling as well. Like, it's sort of that, like, as she's doing this, like, as the triggers are happening for her, it can definitely feel like there's a bit of, like, a loss or a gap energy between you 2. So that it definitely feels like that's what's here right now is a bit of, like, a gap energy where she's getting, like, full hi. Hey, the game. Yes, you can get a read. Yes, you sure can. Are you looking for a paid read or a paid question? Let me know. Good to see you on Twitch. Um, so yeah, I do gather the first thing that came forward in your reading, Dakota, and the timer went off, but I'll just sum things up again. The first thing that came out was really like beautiful energy, and it's definitely still in the cards uh, that road or the path that's getting laid down ahead is still there. It's still available. So hopefully she can find her way through this like storm and through the wilderness, and then it'll be there. So yeah, I hope that helped, Dakota. Good to see you on here. And then Marielle, I'm going to do Rose's question. Subscriber question. So the game, oh, I think the game left possibly, but I have subscribers on TikTok, and so they get a free question. And then for anyone else, oh, three on the timer. I said that a bunch yesterday. For anyone else that's not on TikTok, is the $5 for a question. I appreciate you too. Thanks, Dakota. Okay, Rose. Let's get to Rose. Hey, Marielle, I got you, Queen. So we'll do Rose's question, and then Marielle, we can get to your page. We didn't have Morgan. Hey, good to see you, Morgan. Would a gift be? Yeah, it can be $5 or a little bit more if you can, because TikTok takes so much. But yes, that's fine. I love it, Marielle. Okay, Rose. Let's get to your. Oh, good, Morgan. I'm glad. I'm glad, Morgan. Okay, Rose. We'll get to Rose's question. We'll check in with Morgan, and then we'll get to Marielle after. We'll do a check in with Morgan, and then Marielle. Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad. Okay. Oh, okay. Rose. Well, I see Mason this weekend. I get 2 pretty good yeses, Rose. Wow, 3 pretty good yeses. If I mean, there's a tiny bit of like not fears, but like there's a tiny bit of like not resistance. There's a tiny bit of something here, but I feel like it's not enough to stop from seeing this weekend. So I do get a yes coming forward quite a bit. So hopefully they can work through whatever that tiny little thing is. It's very tiny. Whatever that like, resistance energy is, it's very tiny. So I do get a yes. Ah, ah, okay. Um, sorry, my timer went off for my laundry. I do have that feeling too. So if for some reason he decides not to go, I'd be very intrigued because I got 3 yeses on there. So do what you need. Choose what you need to. Have fun when you go out. Have fun, focus on yourself, and all the things will come together. So I think you're welcome, Rose. So I gather, Morgan, I think you're feeling okay, question mark? With that, I'm picking up on past events in the state lately. Yeah. Oh yeah, if you're in a heightened state, like oof, lots of stuff can come forward for sure. For sure. Oh, you don't like it? Oh, you can ask, you can talk to your guides. Oh, okay. So you can set boundaries. So Morgan, I'll check in with you on this, and then we'll go to Marielle's paid reading after. So Morgan, you can set boundaries with energies, information, your I call them our superpowers, even if they don't always feel good, they're still in essence of like a superpower. So you can set boundaries. You can say, literally, you can say things like, hey, I'm feeling pretty tired right now. Could you give me a period of rest? I'm not ready for this. Or you can say to like energies, like only good energies are welcome. Oh my gosh, cute. Oh my gosh, Laura, that was so cute. I love that. Um, he's part of the past events. Oh, okay. So a person's bringing in the past events as well. I mean, remember to take care of yourself and you can set boundaries, but if it's coming from a person, it might be coming forward to help bring something forward to be healed. Lauren, those are so cute. Does that make sense, Morgan? So sometimes if things come up through other people, they're here to help us nurture through some things that went on in the past. Like it's here to help us move through a lesson. But in terms of like, if you're not having another person coming in, I mean, you can set boundaries with people. You can totally do that as well. But like you can set boundaries and tell spirit guides, your universe, like yourself, like this is where I'm at. You can do that. So I hope that helps. Yeah. No, I know. So it's coming up for a reason. There's something behind that. So if you want to journal about what's coming forward for you, when he comes up, it can help sort of clear that energy as well. Sometimes when we face things, it helps clear as well. There's a number of things to do. Um, how did Elijah feel? Okay. Thanks, Lauren. So, Marielle, are you okay if I do Morgan's question and Lauren's question before your paid reading, or are you in a rush or something? Oh no, I think you're after it. Let me know, Marielle, if I do two questions before. You're welcome. How did Elijah feel? Okay, perfect. Thanks, Marielle. And so, Lauren, I'll get to your lovely question after Morgan's here. Thanks for those cool gifts. I love that one that was like the cute little like paws. That was so cute. Yeah, I'm getting immediately that, yeah, oh my gosh, the past. This is literally the past coming up. Like legitimately, that's what this card is. Um, so the past is coming up to just talking about that, like set boundaries, meditate, heal, take care of yourself, whatever. Um, it's helping you sharpen what you're looking for and release what you don't want. So it literally to me feels like it's more that he's possibly ice cream, yummy. It's more that Elijah's possibly coming up for you for it to help you sort of like you can journal about what's coming up, what did you like, what didn't you like. So it's helping you like sharpen your path. Like it's helping you be like, I don't like this and I'm not going to accept this and I'm going to accept this. Is that Ryan? And it's helping you sharpen what you want moving forward. Does that make sense, Morgan? You like his hair. Seriously, write that down. I have a thing with like men with beautiful hair too. So that's fair. You can write anything down. When you do, I call them brain dumps. When you do brain dumps, let anything come forward. Yeah, I do love readings. Hi, Chrysalie. I have Marielle is on my list, and then you would be after if you want. Um, I'd have to do another question. There's a possibility, Morgan, that he reaches out, and I'm just getting that there's a lesson here to work through. So if he does reach out, you know, really make sure you're moving towards what you want. So I hope that that helps. Lauren, I'd love to know if I will do fun in my practical nursing exam. Okay. So yeah, Crystal, if you want to join the list, it's open. I have Marielle, and then you would be after. Oh, awesome, Ryan. Yep, Venmo's totally fine. Yeah, one question. Yeah, which I believe I answered. I hope. The practical nursing exam. Ooh, yes, I am getting it. Oh wow. Yeah, I am getting a yes. So what I'm getting here is there might be some like if there's like some stress or anything like that, which is like so valid, or like worries or stress or anything like that, super valid. Work to like soften. Um, my Cash App's down right now, Chrisley. I have PayPal and Venmo, PayPal Venmo at Rebs the Rec. My Cash App's down for a little bit longer. Um, so Lauren, it's saying like if you want to soften up any of your anxieties, fears, and help give you the clarity that you need, and I do get like it's going to go well. Again, it's going to go well, and like if you can nurture your soul and your energy, like it's going to go really well. So nurture that beautiful self of yours. Let me know how that feels when you hear that, Lauren. Ryan. Okay. And then Chrisley, let me know if you're having any issues. Um, and listen to me for what I want if he reaches out. Um, uh, Good question. I'm glad you asked that for me to clarify that. So I'm saying that like his energy coming forward. Got you, Ryan. Okay, no rush, Chrisley, no problem. No matter what, his energy coming forward is to help you understand what you're looking for. So if he does reach out, it's not necessarily that he's like it or he's like going to show up in like as a lesson. It's like his energy is a lesson for you either way, and how he shows up in person or not in person is still a part of the same lesson of like sharpen what you want, remind yourself what you're looking for, whether or not he shows up in your life or not. And he could reach out. So just continue understanding what you want for yourself. Like it's an opportunity for you to sharpen what you're looking for within like yourself and your love life and things like that. So I hope that helps clarify that. It will be in 4 hours. Yes, you're welcome. Yeah, Lauren, you've got this. You've got this, Lauren. Totally. Breathe. You've got really good energy around this. You've got this. Sounds good. Okay, sounds good, Morgan. Alrighty. So you were Ryan. That's so cute. I'm so happy to have you here, Ryan. Okay, so I've got Marielle, then Ryan, and then for paid readings, and then possibly might have Chrisley. I'll put a question mark for Chrisley. All right, Marielle, are you ready, lovely? Gotcha. I'm gonna grab a sparkling water and go pee quickly. It'll take me like 2 seconds. But Marielle, let's get ready for your paid read. 2 minutes, BRB. 2 minutes, everybody. Yay! That was like less than 2 minutes. Ooh, okay. No, no, no. Your intuition is strong, love. Morgan. Sorry, I had to go pee so quick and get myself. I was thirsty. I was had to pee and I was thirsty. Gotta do the water, all the waters. Okay. Let's see what's coming forward. Um, okay, we're tapping into Marielle's paid reading. I have Marielle, Ryan, and oh, I wonder if I should actually quickly check in to see if Chrisley was able to book. I was away. If not, not yet. Okay. All righty then. We'll watch out for that just in case. Okay, I'm going to take a deep breath and then we're going to get started into Mary. Ooh. Oh, Chrysalie, are you back? I was just looking out. Did you have trouble booking or anything? Here we go. Tapping in. All right, paid reading beginning. Okay, I got you down already, just in case someone else books. I got you in because I know your intention is there. So no rush, Chrysalie, you're good. Okay, here we go. Cool. Let's see. Ooh. Well, okay. Ooh for you, Marielle. Ooh in confirmation for you. Maybe not ooh for them or something. But like this is the first energy. Oh, what's this? Ooh, interesting. This is the first energy that's coming forward as well as this, which is like, look at the word there. Can you see that? It says movement on it. Um, so there's your intuition, your gut feeling is very strong, and this like legitimately like spirits come forward to like bleh, like this is what you feel. So I definitely feel like there is something at play here. Your energy is coming forward in his in his like thoughts and his energy. You're definitely coming forward pretty like intensely, um, for sure. Oh my gosh, yeah. Your energy is coming forward quite a bit. There's like kind of this counterpart energy that's coming forward. Um, and yes, there might still be a bit of time for you two to fully come together, but I definitely feel this shift as well. Like your 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 intuition is definitely getting pretty solidified here with like things that I'm seeing. Like if it's something pretty like big or drastic, there's definitely that energy. Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh, there's definitely that energy coming forward, uh, for sure. So how does that feel first when you hear that? Oh, Crystal Lee, I got you, love. I got your feeling, Crystal Lee. Yay, it worked out. So on my list, I've got Marielle, Ryan, then Chrysalie. There is so the move card. Yay, Chrysalie! I'm so happy. Um, for that, it has like it shifted something. I know you're asking about like physical move. Um, Possibly. Let me tap into this more because the energy that's coming forward is movement, which like could be moving. It's definitely energetic movement because I tap into energies quite a bit. So there's definitely an energetic movement, and his thoughts I feel like went like whoosh like into you, in like a big way too. And I'm wondering if that's like also what you're feeling as well. Is this like energetic shift in his thoughts towards you as well? Let me check in on the like physical moving thing as well. Hi, Carlos. Thanks for being here. Make sure to subscribe to ask questions, or it's $5 for a question. I'm just in a paid reading. If I can get to your question after, can you tap into both her and what you just said? You're so cute. Yes, we can. I'm wondering what this. I was asking about the physical move. Okay, this is what came forward for the physical move here. Uh, Patience. There's like inaction and action. Patience. So I gather that it's sort of switching between the two, like in terms of physical, like physically moving. I feel like the energy TikTok. Um, sorry, TikTok did something. I feel like the energetic shift is cause and effect. It's going to bring forward the physical change now, especially with the first of the month coming up too. I do feel like there's inaction physically, but there's actions energetically, and the energetic action is going to start to shift it. So let me know how that feels with that move. I'll keep the cards here in case I have follow-up questions around that, and I'm going to tap into her. I love that. I can just see you say that. It's like, um, remember when June 1st? Yeah, it could. Well, yes, it could be. Here's the thing: is it was literally like it was like supposed to be the 1st of June. Is what I feel like. For me, that still resonates the 1st of June, and obviously there's like possibly some choices and complications and energies. Hi, Rachel. Thanks. Happy Thursday to you too. It definitely feels like there was a lot of like resistance, and there was a lot of like things to work through. So what I'm gathering from this is that the intention was set for the 1st of June, and sometimes it takes like the physical world or the body or the external world like 7 times as long to catch up. So it just needed some time for it to like activate and trigger things to help create movement, if that makes sense. Hi, Anissa. Make sure to subscribe, everyone. Subscribe to ask a question, or it's $5 per question. I'm just finishing up a paid reading. I'll be back for some paid questions or gifted questions. You can gift that amount or more. TikTok takes on. Um, so yeah, I feel like it was still June 1st, but I do feel like the first of the month is coming, and there's still like it's like the resistance of like it's getting old is what I get. Like the resistance of this like not moving stuff is getting old, and something definitely energetically has shifted. In terms of her energy, I feel like she's like I feel like she's sort of um, like either like stressing or worrying or having some like fears come forward, and she's having trouble connecting to like her like trusting her intuition in a sense, and I think that's why sometimes the energy comes out as possibly a little bit more toxic, is because she's sort of doubting her intuition and like doubting her ability to trust the unknown. um, it just kind of feels like it's like, yeah, like I feel like she's trying to resist, but I think she even knows it's getting old. Like even she knows that she's not even like having fun in this or something anymore, because in the toxic behavior, not that she was having fun, but you know what I'm trying to say? Like that it's not fun anymore. Like something's kind of like, ugh, especially with this shift that you've been sensing and that's coming forward in the energy as well. Like it feels just like it's getting old or something. Yeah. Yeah. So it's like something's just kind of like something's giving up, coming up. Like it's just like exhausted. Things are exhausted. Like I think she's even kind of like, like bored, not bored and tired. Like, what the heck, like this isn't even fun anymore. So this is bringing me back to a shift in energy. So this is good. So there's a shift in energy and a new foundation coming forward. So I do gather that, no, I don't know who this energy is. 1 second. Oh, it's your energy. Okay. It's almost like she's aware of something. Yeah, I think she's aware too. Like she's aware of something. I think she's aware. And I think that's also why I feel like maybe she's getting like it's not fun, or like it's like kind of boring, or like not boring, but it's not as fun anymore. It's because I feel like there's an awareness of like either whether it's like you and she knows your name, or whether there's like someone else, like just that there's something else going on, like whether there's little like flirting things or things like that. Does that make sense? Yeah. So let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like whoa. I feel like she noticed. I feel like she knows a little bit. Like whether she knows or like has like again, she has trouble connecting to her intuition, but she also her intuition is there no matter what, even if we have trouble connecting to it. Um, what I gather that she knows is um, there's like a little bit. Hi. Um, oh shoot, I already went off on a whole tangent here. Let me figure out, or let me if it's okay, let me. I'm like in a thought. So I'll come back to that in 1 second. So it feels like she notices a shift in him. Like there's like either he's like retracting more. Okay, thanks. I was like, whoa, there's so much energy here in this like whole thing. Is like I feel like she notices this like whether he's retracting. There's a lot of like hermit energy and isolation energy coming forward. Like for him, from her perspective, she sees him possibly more hermiting or like going to himself more, or like going away to have a phone call, right? Like I think she's starting to like notice this, and I think she can feel. She sort of doubts her intuition or blocks her intuition because she wants to play some of these like sort of things, these like games in a way, but it feels like she sees and knows that he's like kind of happier elsewhere. I think that's why it's kind of like she's like, oh, I'm not too sure if this is something I even like want to continue doing because I'm not sure I'm going to win. Does that make sense? Thanks for the follow. Make sure to subscribe to ask a question, or you can gift or pay for a question as well. Yeah. Shift towards you. Let's see. And then my timer is about to go off. So are you okay if we have the shift towards you as the last check-in? Timing for her? Okay. I'll try to see what comes forward. Shift towards you. Yeah, so I have the sun card in between the perspectives. Okay, sounds good. There's like the sun card, which is like really one of the best cards, and it's like for him, I gather that he's remembering his like past with you, and he's almost like heartbroken that he doesn't have that right now. And so I feel like that's where this like good energy and thinking about you is coming in, is because like he's sort of like going back being like, oh, I kind of wish I had that the whole time or something like that, or like that energy. And so there's definitely, oh wow, there's definitely like a switch in, like that's where this quick energy keeps coming forward in terms of like thinking of yourself. Is it's like, oh, it's almost like I could have had that this whole time. Like there's almost like heartbreak over like not being in like either like your energy or an energy that's really nice. Like it's almost like this like sadness about past. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, exactly. So he's almost like heartbroken that he didn't have that or choose that or experience that in the past. But that's why I feel like there's more energy towards you moving forward into the future. And then I'll check into the timeline as well. The 8 card came forward again. The movement card came forward again. Let me see what that means. Jeez, a lot of cards came out. Yeah, that's definitely okay. So her energy came forward again. Okay, here's the shift. Let's see. 3. Okay, give me a second. 3, 9, 10. 3. 8. 10, 8. Things. 3. 3. Boom, boom. 3. 3. 10. 3, 9 goes together for like the heartbreak for going through things. 3, 9 goes together, and 3, 10 creates this movement forward. This is an interesting way to put timing together. 3 and 9 go together. 3 and 9 go together in terms of it being like feeling a little bit heavy. And then 3 and 10 is what causes the shift to go forward. So what's 3 plus 9 is 12, and then 14. No, 13, sorry. Sorry, 12 and 13. Oh, Brenda. I wonder if that's hours. No, I don't feel like it's hours. And like 13 days is a long time too. What is that trying to say? I'm sorry you're upset, Brenda. Um, 13. It's not weeks. It's not going to take 3 weeks again. Uh, 12 days, 13 days. It's 2 weeks. It could be. It could be. It could be. It could be 12 days or 13 days. It could be like it's such an interesting the way that like the 3 or the 9 and like no, they were together 12 and 13. But I feel like that's like what are we asking for that timeline? What is that asking? And then Ryan, are you still here? Oh, and I have a few subscriber questions in between your reading and your reading, Ryan, if that's okay. Uh, timing for her 12 days. That's way past the first. I'm baffled by this one a little bit. 12 to 13. Let me sit with it for a bit, Marielle. Okay, thanks, Ryan. Let me sit with that for a little bit. I'll send you a message if anything comes forward and if anything pops up for you with 12 to 13 because it's like it's not letting me go away from it, Marielle. And I'm like, what does this mean? So if you're okay, if I sit with this and I'm going to possibly move forward, and if anything comes forward, I'll let you know. Does that sound okay? And then you can also like message me if something comes up. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's perfect. I'll write it down. Perfect. Beauty. Appreciate. Okay, so on my list I have Ryan and Crystal Lee, and then my laundry. My laundry can get bumped anytime. Something I put on my list laundry so I don't forget. So funny. Okay, I have some subscribers. Brenda, are you still here? Do you want to check in on anything? Is there any other subscribers? Jamie, if you're still here, let me know if you want a question answered. Yeah. So it'll go Ryan, Chrysalie, and then yourself after if you want, Brenda. So you'd be third on the list going forward. Yeah, sure, go for it. Yeah, of course. So we'll do Brenda's question. Hi, Erin. We'll do Brenda's question, then we'll get to Ryan's paid reading after. Okay. Heard. Let me start tapping in. Yeah, when you said that, I've had a feeling. Aw. I gather that he like he wanted to and he wants to. Um, I feel like so I feel like he did want to, does want to, excuse me, feels like a big thing for him. And I'm not sure. I think he said something about like his sister before. So it could be that like, maybe I don't know if he like used an excuse or something, or I'm not sure exactly what he said, but there is absolutely something where like there's almost two tiers to this where there's a possibility that he maybe didn't feel ready, but also there was other things at play that um, that are like real. Like there are things that are coming forward that are real. And I think he, in a little bit, and not in a bad way, it's just like I think he was like, oh shit, like, there's a few things coming forward. It's almost like two tiers of people coming forward, but he wants to, and he wants all these things, but he's like, yeah, there's a little bit of like, oh my gosh, like this is big, or like, am I ready? And so it sort of all came together like for him to create that space for himself, whether it happened through someone else's events or like and his own. Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. Ah, what would you say? What's that? Oh, I don't speak that language. Yeah. Oh, cute. Love that. Hi. Love that. Ooh, 111 on my timer. 11133. Hee hee cute. Okay, sounds good. Okay. All right, lovely Ryan. So on my list, I have Ryan. My paid reading list is Ryan, Chrissa Lee, and Brenda. Hey, Rachel. Yes, I am. And so for questions, subscribe to ask questions, and then or you can do gifts that are a little bit above $5, or you can do $5 for a question. Things have shifted, and then my paid reading list is still open. I have Ryan, Crystal, and Brenda on my list. You can add yourself after if you want. Unsure what you're looking for, but yes. So moving into a paid reading with Ryan right now. And then I will be back to check up on everyone. And I see your question here, Ryan. Hello. So let's see. I'm going to start to shift my energy into yours, Ryan. Let's see. Step forward. Quite a bit of there's quite a bit of introspective energy coming forward first, and like self reflection coming forward, Ryan. First. And it's almost like I'm wondering, and let me know if this resonates or not, but there's like almost this like possible lingering question, and I kind of gather this, but I'm just gonna go with my cards in here. I gather this from possibly what you typed in there, but and also in the card, it's like questioning or checking in on you know, the receiving level, like what you're giving and receiving. Are you receiving as much as you're giving? Are you giving as much as you're receiving? Like it's like sort of a check in on this like reciprocated energy. And uh, for like the love aspect of them, um, let me see what this is. Like reciprocated love is possible, and it's really it's like you can receive it. Like it's like there's a strong energy around like you can get what you want. I'm not sure if that resonates with you at all, or like let me know how it feels when you hear that. But there's like a really strong energy around like you can like, giving and receiving can be good. And it feels sort of like driven. I don't know how to say it. And then I'm gonna go further. Okay. Hmm. I definitely get something is in the works for you here. That's like something is in the works for you to maneuver through this to to gain some like clarity, like success, like refresh. I'm getting like energy, like refreshed energy, which is very interesting. And then I'm getting tingles at the top of my head, which is confirmation. Um, it's almost like there's some like new refreshing energy coming forward. Ah, there's some really strong. Ah, look at you, chariot moving forward moments and at time. Yes. Okay. So that could be that like back and forth energy, possibly that like giving and reciprocating energy can definitely that can definitely talk about that. And it's like it's like you're worth having. Not only are you worth having that energy be like lubricated, like flowing, like it's like naturally there. Like I do gather that in the works for you, and this possibly feels like new, a little bit new energy, just based on what I'm receiving here. It could be a new refresh renewed energy with them, but I also feel like it's like kind of fresh. This feels like it almost feels like even you possibly in your own energy that you feel refreshed, or there's a refreshment energy coming forward. But there's definitely a fulfilling energy coming forward, and I don't know if there's any like worries or triggers around things being like either really good or this refreshing energy coming in. But it's definitely here. It's definitely coming in. It's definitely for you to feel really like secure in exactly what you're looking for in like romance. Wow. Wow. Yeah. I don't know if there's fears around receiving everything that you want and then some based on your past, possibly, but it's definitely possible. Yeah, it's definitely possible. And I'm getting the word refreshed. And I feel like you're not even going to have to try to get to this refreshed energy. So in terms of your question, it's not giving me like a yes or a no. It's sort of saying, and we can tap in. I can make sure to like answer your question fully, Ryan. But it's like it really feels like this refreshing energy is just going to happen anyways, and you're going to be like, there's also another person that I feel pretty on the fence about, and but I feel more drawn towards myself. So it feels like with okay, there's a few things that came forward that we gather. I'll tap into the Philip in a second. Interesting. Okay. Let me know if this resonates with you. And let's go through this. Uh, uh, whoa. Um, so what I'm getting, let me know how this feels. What I'm getting, the saying I got was with with um, with Asaf, there's like a working to heal, whereas healing happens naturally. And the healing happens naturally energy is what I'm talking about with this like refreshing energy coming into you kind of no matter what. And I don't know if this refreshing energy is tied to Philip or not. I'm not sure yet. I'll get to Philip in a second. But in terms of Asaf, it feels like there's possibly a pull there's a pull to Asaf because it's like you want to heal something, whereas like healing just happens naturally like a relationship, that refreshing energy, whatever, it happens naturally. And so if it's like there's a pull to want to fix it because there's a part of ourselves to be healed and nurtured and like you can trust yourself that you've got yourself. Okay, cool. Sorry. Thank you. Okay. So Um, let me see about uh, Philip, if you're okay with that. And that's true and X. Possibly. It could bring that forward. It also feels like with Asaf specifically, um, there was a lesson here. I don't know. I don't know if through the like in our last reading, I don't know if we talked about a lesson for Asaf. I'm not sure if I'm remembering correctly. If not, just let me know. But I feel like there was like some sort of energy that came forward of like a lesson, and I kind of feel like, ooh, 323 again on my timer. Shit, I'm seeing a lot of 323s. It's actually blowing my mind for me. Um, like it's really loud the last days for me. I will look at that later. Um, oh no way, Britt. That's awesome, Brittany. That's awesome. Um, okay, so I'm in a paid reading. I'm like trying to figure out this energy. I'll be back for. Make sure to subscribe to ask questions, or it's $5 for a question, or you can give gifts. A little bit more than $5 on TikTok for a question, or paid reading in children. Sorry, where did it go? Oh, here we go. Okay, I think Ryan is calling me Philip right now. I feel like with Philip, it's going to help us here. And then, yeah, let me know if in the last reading that we had together that I talked about Asaf being a lesson. If not, don't worry, it's coming forward as that today. But let me see about Philip. I see why you're on the fence about something new, or that you're on the fence about something new. Let me see what is for you. Fear. It's almost like a fear of things being really good, things being new, and like things being really good going forward. Like things can be really good. Does that resonate with you at all, Brian? Definitely here. It's definitely possible. It's not necessarily tied to Philip, but it's almost like I'm not sure if you're on the fence with Philip because it might be really good. It feels I can see the conflicting energy. I'm getting 9 of Wands and 9 of Cups at the same time. Like it's like very conflicting energy here. Ah, okay. So I'm glad that came up. Okay. So it does feel like that a little bit still right here with Asaf is like it's and you can choose whatever you want. Oh, it's long distance. Okay. Yeah, I can see the back and forth here. Okay, let me tap into that a little bit more. It feels like with yeah, it feels like with Philip, like it feels I feel the calling, it feels possible. Like that's obviously that's up to you. Of course that's up to you. Ah. um it's very interesting. You can set boundaries. Like it feels like wow, as I talk about boundaries, legitimately this comes forward. These are boundaries cards too. Like I feel like you can set boundaries. This is so distant. LOL. Um and the choice is up to you, of course. Two full moon energies here between the full moons. There's clarity coming in. So in the sun, something coming in for you, Ryan, either way. Like whether it's Philip or not, it's just the cards keep saying like something big is coming for you. And there was a talk about like the two full moons. I don't know if they're like 6 weeks or 6 months apart from each other or something, but there's a lot of like there's things happening for you. There's a change coming for you. Really good change coming for you. Yeah. Yeah. It's like gonna happen naturally. Wow. I feel like this has to do with romance for sure. So what I'm gathering with I think Asaf is seriously dating one of his friends. I finally just met his family. Oh shit, that's my camera. 1 second, but I'll make sure to answer your question. Um, Something is coming that makes it okay. Yeah, it came forward twice for you. That it was like it's something's coming and it's really good because that relief. There's like relief coming for you, and it's gonna happen naturally. Like I almost feel like I want to say, and like of course I'm gonna answer your questions or work to answer your questions, but I almost want to say here like you don't even have to worry whether Philip or Asaf are your person. And of course, it's so like it's different being a human going through like human experiences, but spiritually and energetically, it sort of keeps saying that to me. It's like you're not even have to worry. But let me work to answer your question still because like we're still human. Um, and then Chrysalie, are you here? I'm about to finish up with mine here. I just want to check in to see if you're here. I feel like Asaf has quite a few. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. I feel like Asaf has quite a few fears um, around like being serious. Like I think he wants. I gather that Asaf wants to date you, and that's why there's like this back and forth. But he has a lot of fears around like being forward about dating. Does that make sense? It's like he wants to, and he's like serious about it, but he's not necessarily stepping in to that. And then I hope I answered your questions. Did I answer all your questions? Holy, you got a lot of cards here. That's not even all of them. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, and I feel like also with Philip, if you like wanted to date him, it's fine. Just set some boundaries. Like I feel like it's fine. Like I feel like it's not really like it's kind of like kind of harmless in an energetic way. With Philip, you can kind of choose. You can choose whatever you want. But something's coming out of it anyway. It feels exciting. So make sure to subscribe to ask questions, everyone, or you can gift a little over $5 in TikTok, or you can pay $5 for a question. And then my list is open. I've got Chrysalie and Brenda on my paid rating list. List is still open. Do you think I'll make sure to subscribe to ask questions? Good to see you all. Chrysalie, are you here? Clarify. Do you think I'll pick one of them? I think it's some. It feels like something new, Ryan. It definitely feels like something new. And it's just going to like happen naturally. Or and if it's like if something does happen with between Asaf or Philip, it's like they're going to make a move that's like you don't have to do anything. Like it's almost like you don't have to choose. You kind of enjoy what you're doing right now, whether that's with Philip and Asaf or just Asaf or just Philip. Like it kind of feels like you can do whatever you want, and the offer or this energy is going to come to you, whether it's from them, but it does feel new. Aw, I'm glad. I'm glad. Yay. I'm so happy to have you here, Ryan. Shoot, I wonder if Chrysalie. Are you here, Chrysalie? Oh, I see some gifts coming up. Thank you. Okay. Oh, you are? Okay, good. Okay. I believe I have some gifters that are working to either gift to ask a question, possibly. So is it okay, Chrysalie, if I do maybe one, maybe two questions? They won't take too long, or are you in a hurry? If you're in a hurry, I can do this after. You let me know. You've been so patient. Yeah, if possible, just make sure the gifts go to just a little bit over five, if possible, because TikTok takes quite a bit. But I'd be happy to do the questions from Amber and Janice. So we'll do Amber and Janice for your questions. Thank you so much for that. And then we'll do Chrysalie, if that works. I believe it said it. I believe it works. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so we'll do Janice, then Amber. Janice. Will I pass my business class that I'm currently taking? Let's check in. I keep doing this tongue thing today. I don't know if I do that all the time. I've done it a lot today. I wonder if that must mean I'm childish. Oh, I know. I might do it a lot anyways, but I know I'm noticing it. Oops. All right, Janice, let's see. Yeah. Is it is it a pass or fail or something like that? If not, don't worry. I do get a yes that you'll pass. It feels like yeah, I'm definitely getting a yes. It's 70%. Okay. So I gather that with the like percentage, oh cute. Um 50% is on exams. So I'm oh okay. That makes sense to me with some of these cards. That makes sense. So yes, I gather you're going to pass, and I gather like it helps this 50-50 energy. Um, and I gather you'll get like right up around like you'll go past it, like it'll be up around the 70s or high 70s or something like that. And you can keep me posted on that if I'm like off a little bit or on that. But I do gather you're gonna pass and just like, you know, you have it all up here. You do. You have it all here. You have it all here. You have it in your energy. It's totally accessible to you. So you've got this. Like study as much as you can, prepare yourself energetically and emotionally. And I do gather that you will pass and you can pass. So let me know how that feels. Yeah, you're welcome. You got this. Believe in yourself and you can pull through on this for sure. You got the end. You got the information here for sure. Amber. You still here, Amber? So Amber, and then we're going to move into Chrysalise paid reading. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Make sure to subscribe to ask questions, or it's $5 per question, or you can gift a little over $5 because TikTok takes them. So we'll get to Amber, then we've got Chrysalise reading, then Brenda's reading. Will Josh and I reconcile our relationship soon in marriage? Yeah, there's definitely, I can see the protective energy coming forward with the relationship. Yes, you can work through it. I gather you two can work through it. And then the marriage piece, it's a possibility. Like the marriage piece feels like it's in the works. Like it's like the marriage piece feels like it could come after, or like you have to work to get to that place of marriage. I do gather that there's a yeah, reconciliation energy coming forward. The marriage piece feels like there be some like conversations or some time or something, but I do gather like yes, coming forward for that too. It's really dependent on working through whatever this energy is together. So let me know how that feels if that makes sense. And then Chrysalie, let's get into your lovely pea reading. I'm gonna grab a glass of water before I do Chrysalies. It'll take me like not even a minute, maybe like 30 seconds. Andy's coming. Yay! Okay, so if I hope I answered enough for lovely Amber. So if all is good there, I'm going to grab a quick glass of water. And then Crystal Lee, we're going to jump in. Yeah, we separated after daughter, right? Oh, got you. Understood. Okay. Yeah, so it does feel like reconciliation is coming forward and then working through some of the details. It feels like marriage can come for sure. I do get with that. So I hope that helped you. So I'm going to grab a quick glass of water and then Crystal Lee, do you want to get your question ready or do you want a general read first? Let me know what you're looking for, Crystal Lee, and then we'll jump in as soon as I'm back. You're welcome, Amber. Thanks for the gifts. There you go. Okay. Got you. Okay. I'm going to grab water and I'm coming right back to this. Okay, Crystal Lee, I'll just like literally not even a minute. I'll be right back. Be right back. Just got to grab some water. Be right back, everyone. See you in a second. Okay. Okay, so we're jumping into Chrysalie. You've been so patient, lovely. All right. So if anyone wants to book on either YouTube, Twitch, or TikTok, I have Chrysalie and Brenda on the list. Open after that. All right. Lovely Chrysalie. Aw, Chrysalie, your energy is so cute and lovely. Your energy is so delightful. It's making me like salivate, and that's one of my signs that I'm tapping into your energy. It's a very sweet energy. Underneath it all. Oh my gosh. You're welcome. It's almost like it's literally sweet too. It's kind of cute. I love how they're sending me that. Okay. Can so for a year and a half. Else. We'll leave it. Okay. Whoa! Come on. Really? A lot of cards. Let me see. One moment. Oh my goodness me. Okay, I see lots of energy going on. I see kind of like see the movement energy, the fast moving, the protective energy. I see like him moving fast and you feeling disappointed possibly. I see all of that. That's kind of more. So it feels I feel all of the fast movement. I see it. In terms of your question of like, will they last long? Um, I don't necessarily gather they're going to last that long. I did have something pop into my brain that makes me question. A lot of stuff is quite confusing. There's a trigger coming forward. I mean, it makes sense. It feels like there's a trigger coming forward um, for Jacob, and he's sort of just like like jumped into um, something that just to like pull away from the trigger is what I don't know if that resonates. Um, it's almost like I'm gathering like they will last as long as he's able to not think something. Um, uh, yeah, there's definitely like it's not necessarily avoidance on his end, although it does feel like avoidance is a thing, but it's like most people wouldn't see it as avoidance, is what I should say, but there's definitely like he's ignoring that's the word. He's ignoring something. That's the word that I'm looking for. Is like he's literally like ignoring something and as long as he can ignore something, that relationship will last. It's not going to be long, let me see it. Um, it doesn't feel like that. It might last a little bit, is what I get. So it might last a little bit, but it doesn't feel like it just that's okay. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's like it it might go on and last for a little bit, but it doesn't feel as deep, and it feels like he's just gonna do it until he's ready to not ignore, or until he like can't ignore something, or like he's not. Yeah, does that make sense when you hear that? So they might last, and I'll get to your other question as well. Um, they might last a little bit because he's like not it's not his space to like something. He's not ready to speak something, which is technically avoiding, but I don't know why they don't. He's ignoring. I think he's aware. He's aware and he's ignoring it. He's avoiding. I don't know why they're not telling me they're like that. Avoidance. But he's ignoring. He's ignoring like death or something. He's ignoring death. He's ignoring like yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly this. It's like and I feel like this is what I'm getting, and I don't know if this makes sense to you, but I feel like they will be together as long as he's able to ignore that. So I feel like if communication was to start opening up between you two, which nothing happens between the conversation of like if it's time to be together. So like I feel like if communication was to open up between you two, it would sort of like movement would sort of start to happen like either them to end or something will get is what I gather. Like you two are to communicate, which it is leaning to like it is leaning to communication. I'll see if there's a when. This one when is very interesting here, by the way. Energy here. When is very interesting. So then we hold in mind of the when. But I do gather that there is communication coming in. It might be a little cold at first, but exactly what I was talking about. Within the communications, it's going to shift something. Like it'll shift something and it'll put something for you as well. Like, I mean, you don't need the communication to have energy shift for you, but that's something you're like going to gain clarity. Yeah, you're going to gain clarity. And I kind of feel that there's new energy for you. With like the positive and marijuana and stuff. Yeah. Well, it's like, I don't know, again, I don't know why they're telling me not to use the word avoidance because it's purely avoidant energy, but they're like ignoring, like I think he's ignoring his heart or something possibly, his heart or like heart nothing or his heart, like he's ignoring something. Um, and he's going to be with this other person is wanting him to ignore. I don't gather he's going to he can ignore it. Like I gather that he wanted to try and choose to ignore it, he can try to choose to ignore it forever. But I gather that can't like that's not gonna happen. Like he can't ignore it. Like it's almost like for some reason it's like there's an energy like he can't ignore it. So that like almost like the universe is gonna like provide the information for him to start dealing with this and you will start to gain clarity um, through whatever it's like your situation or something is that this universe sort of provides. Hello, hello. Start some relax. And then I have one more thing coming forward here for you, but I'm just gonna see what this is saying. And let me know if that's resonating so far. Keep getting new energy for you, um, Christine. Okay. Yeah, keep getting new energy. And it would have to be, it would have to be his energy, like totally new, totally refreshed, like ready to step into things. If it's him, but I'm kind of just getting like a new. Let me see. Let me pull one more card to kind of see what this new means. Um, like it could be his energy, but like, yeah, he'd have to like obviously you two would have to create safety. He would have to work to create like safety for yourself after this like big disruption. But yeah, there's definitely something new. Okay, I'm gonna see what this. Yeah, you have a lot of choices. Like I feel like for you, if you can open your energy up to you whenever it feels right, if it feels right, there's definitely some good things coming in for you, like a new sort of emotional offer. There's definitely a new emotional offer coming forward for you, and like we almost like hope it's him in this new refreshed energy, but there's definitely that energy coming forward for you either way. How does that feel when you hear that? Hi, Haley. Mhm. Oh, you did? Okay, we have two Haleys here. Awesome, Haley. Let me check. I feel like that happens sometimes. Oh, you did for a question. Got you. Got you, Haley, for a question. Haley with an E. Oh, wait, that doesn't make sense. Haley with an I. Haha. Sorry. Yeah, and let me know, Crystal, if you have like a follow-up question or like a last like sort of check-in or question. And hopefully I answered your question. Yeah, let's check. That's a good question. Let's check. It's like if 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 he came back into your relationship, I feel like communication might be not an issue, but like kind of like it might be something that it might be a bit of a struggle to communicate either like what happened or what's going on or just communication like possibly in general. Um, it feels like if he was to come back in, yeah, like it would sort of, I don't know if it would be like the same. I don't know what I'm not haven't tapped into what your relationship was like before. I'm more here right now, and possible future stuff, but it feels like there would be some communication things at play. And then it's reminding me again that there's possibly a new energy like coming, a new offer, new energy coming forward for you. Um, yeah, I keep getting new offer. So if that's from him, like and you two come together, like the communication would really have to be worked through. Okay. Yeah, so it feels like that still would come forward, like the communication would still be something that would have to be worked through. If he was to come forward, you two would really gotta like buckle your buckle your socks up, your buckle your jeans up or whatever to really work on that together. Um, to get to a place of like another offer between you two. But I keep getting new offer, new energy for you as well. New offer, like literally new offer came forward twice. So if that's him, he's got to come forward in new energy. But, um, but yeah, let me know if that made sense and if that clarified it for your lovely self. And then Haley with an I, we'll get to your question in between here, right after this, before Brenda. You're welcome. You're welcome, Cicely. Lots of love to you. So much love. Yeah. Definitely keep me posted if you so desire. Beautiful. Okay, Haley with an I. Let's get to your lovely question. Oh, did you type it here? Yes, you did. You did. And then Brenda, are you here? Okay, perfect. So we'll do Haley's question, then we'll get to your deep reading, Brenda. Sorry. Okay, I'm here. I was like looking at your message and it wasn't it wasn't digesting. I'm like, ah, here we are. So Haley, I'm just gonna pull your energy up here. There you go. I'm gonna pull you up right here. Um, elevation. The word coming forth for you is elevation. I'm just trying to figure out what that is. Good question. I feel a lot of like protective energy coming forward. Protection of either like feeling left out in the cold or feeling like from distance or something. There's a lot of like protective energy. There's a lot of supportive energy, and there's a lot of like uplifting energy and uplifting energy whenever there's like change coming forward in your relationships. So in terms of your mind specifically, I'm trying to get to like that answer specifically. A lot of triggers that come forward when Ryan like triggers and possibly even like conflict that comes up, but it's possible. It feels like you two could like work through these things. I do gather that, yeah, So I gather, I hope everything I'm making said made sense before because I was like on a whole lesson tangent. But like it does feel like it's possible with you and him. It's like there's some stuff to work through though. And like there's stuff being worked through energetically right now. And also I gather like I do gather a when, if when, because we have choice, right? We always have choice and our choice is our free will and we can change things. So like we'll always be open to things changing. But in this energy I get like a when, like a when you and Ryan, it feels like there's gonna be some stuff to work through. But always know that like you have choice to change things and Ryan has choice to change things, but they do get an energy of you too. Does that make sense for you, Dana? Yeah. I hope that helps. Yeah. I do feel like you two can work through it, but there's stuff to work through for sure. Okie dokie. So I hope that was helpful, Haley. I'm going to send you lots of love. Brenda. If Haley's feeling good, let's move into Brenda's energy. Ah, I'm already locked in. Okay. I need to turn on my fan. Oh, no, I'm just going to turn my fan on. Um, I feel okay, but thank you. Fan and that sip of water, and I feel ready to rumble. Aw, hi, Connie. You might be going through a lesson, like you might be trudging through a lesson, Connie. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'd have to tap into your energy more if you wanted to do it like a question or anything for $5 or like what's it called, gifts or something. Let me know. But it seems like you're working through a lesson right now. Journal, journal, journal. Always journal. Things can come forward to you. Write things down, and when you journal, let anything come forward. Ah, okay. Another thing that's telling you is if it's okay. Yeah, let me see. A lot of information is coming forward. Let me organize it. I'll start the timer because the information is coming forward. Okay. And then I'll work to answer your question. Choose yourself. Choose your elevation. Yes. Okay, so I'll just kind of share what's coming forward as it's coming forward. Um, like I feel like there's a possibility of what it sounds like, that there's a little bit of like not impatience, but like okay, this one's gonna get off the road, like maybe get the next step. And whatever his energy, I gather he's being like I'm trying, and it's saying like do what's best for yourself. But I feel like there's definitely context on the offer, like his offer. That doesn't fully answer the question. So we're gonna go there. Um, yeah, there's almost like conflict in how he's showing up. I do get that. Yeah, I get that. Like he he wants to like I gather that he's trying to, he's stepping in and um, he's trying. I just don't, I'm trying to figure out what this trying is going to be like so we're like what's going on there and trying to feel through that. And then the response. Yeah, because I mean it's like it's taking a while. There's curiosity around that. Yeah. Well, it's like it's saying that there is quite a bit of resistance coming forward. There's a lot of protection coming forward from your energy as well as his. But in terms of like romance, connection, and love, like go for what you want is what it's saying here. I'm afraid he's coming back to yeah, exactly. And okay, yes, I can. So this is exactly what's coming forward. It's the energy of he he has the intention, and yes, you're right. Like in terms of action, it's like, is it enough for you? Like I feel like he's sort of being like, I am stepping up. I'm trying. I am, and you're being like, I'm being so very flippant clear, and it's not showing up. And so I think like not that he's like frustrated, but he's like, and it's kind of like mm, not childish energy, the frustration, but kind of because like a lot of us can go back into our like child selves. I'm not saying he's acting like a child per se. I'm just saying he's might be like in that energy a little bit just because he might be in. But I'm trying. And he's not necessarily taking full accountability or responsibility. So I really gather that he's like thinking he's trying, stepping in, he's doing what he can, and in terms of like him fully stepping up like his path is slow. I don't know if he's pulled on that a lot. His path is like slow. Um, like there's still alignment between the two. I gather it's just like it's sort of like if you were to choose to continue forward with this, it would be possibly slower than you might want it to be, as an example. But at the same time, when the way you move forward, it's like go for what you want, and like that to me kind of brings forward this energy of like if you don't want to wait, you don't have to because God's Spirit universe will provide. Um, that yeah, there's definitely like in terms of like your energy and your um, there's definitely something coming forward that feels a little bit like it feels like a little bit like whether that's like frustrating or that you're like thinking of options, right? No, 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 no. No, like you stating your needs is not what turns him off. It's his where he's at that he responds. Let me say this. Your standards didn't turn off. In fact, he goes like, I know, like, and not in a bad way. Like, it's like he understands. I should say, like, there's an understanding. It's not that that turned him off. It's that he almost has this like not inability to step up in terms of like what you're asking for, but he's like not. He doesn't like. He doesn't know how to put two and two together. And I think I don't know why the word frustration keeps coming forth, but it's not like he's frustrated. He's not frustrated at you. He's not even frustrated at himself per se. He's just kind of like not even frustrated at the situation. It's just this level of like, I'm trying, and I just don't know how or something like that. Thank you. Thanks for being with me. Um, and no, you stating your needs and setting your what your standards are is really good. And like, you know, hear you saying that, like, you go for what you want, get what you want, and put your things in, like, keep moving towards that, and his pace might be a little slower, and so I feel like it's okay for you to, um, like, the choices come to you as well. Like, don't be afraid to know that even you can't screw up what's yours, you can't fuck up what's yours, right? So if you have if you wanted to, I don't know if you do want to, because there's a sense of like possible resistance or protection around this, but if you wanted to sort of like open yourself up to others, if it feels like it's okay, and you can't mess up with yours. You have to just like, you know, you have to take care of yourself and enjoy your path moving forward. His energy feels like quite slow, and your energy is like you're direct, you know what you want, and like it's saying, it's affirming. It's like, okay, Amanda, you can do that, Amanda. PayPal or Venmo. What's he wanting to do? He wants to he wants to go there with you, but at his own pace. Oh my gosh, exactly. He wants to go at oh shoot. Someone paid on Cash App. My Cash App's down. I don't know if that was you, Amanda. Someone, or no, maybe it wasn't Amanda. Someone paid on Cash App. My Cash App's down. I'll deal with that in just a hot second. Oh, okay. I'll cancel someone's Cash App to get rid of PayPal or Venmo is what I have right now, everyone. Yeah, it's almost like, yeah. This it's so ridiculous of him to say that. It's at Revs the Recca I'm using it. Go to PayPal. Yeah, it's like he wants to, but yet he wants to do it at his own time. And so I feel like that's why they're saying like it's okay for you to step into your needs. Like, you know, we all have choice, and you have choice within this. Um, New beginning is a possibility. They're saying like don't be afraid. Again, you can't help what's yours. Don't be afraid to explore new beginnings or like options even, and like really set your sight on what you're looking for, because it's definitely here for you. Yeah, like his actions are like, it's like, yeah, it's sort of like he like goes forward and then like plays with it a little bit, and it's like, what are you doing? Like, you full on what know full well what, you know, you were very clear. You have been very clear. If I send in the text I want to send, what would be the outcome? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what comes forward. Mm. He might retract in a little bit, is what I gather. There might be a little bit of like, oh no, it's Rebs the Recca. My username, Amanda. Rebs the Recca, REBSTHEWRECK. He might retract in a little bit, is what I gather. And then, you know, and then for you in your energy, if you want to choose that, I get like you're gonna start shifting things for yourself. Like, you're gonna shift the energy. Yeah, you'll shift the energy for yourself. Does that make sense when you hear that, Brenda? How does that feel? Oh yeah. Like, the reason he retracts in is because he gets shaken. Sorry, my bad. Yes, it will. It's just like he's sort of like, you're two steps forward and he's like one step forward, two steps back. Yeah. I mean, again, choose what you feel is best for you. So always choose what feels best in your soul in terms of messaging him or not. Um, but you can't screw up what's yours, right? And so if, you know, and I'm not necessarily saying like he's yours, I'm saying what's yours is an amazing love. And you can't, you know, and when you do things that you need to do for yourself now, even if it kind of creates some funkiness at the time, like it's like what you're working towards will actually get closer. I know you do, love. If he's showing up in a good time right now, to be honest, like if he's like stepping into that energy, like is that what you want, you know? And so drawing boundaries and like setting, because you set the tone with your messages and things like that. You set the tone, you stated your needs, you're stepping in, you're doing all of these things. And if he's not going to step into that, it's a really good exercise for you to keep setting those boundaries, being like, well, we talked about this, you knew full well, and it doesn't seem like it's being met. So, I have no other choice but to like honor my needs. And if you're not going to respect my boundaries that you've heard and you've technically agreed to, but you're not stepping into, do you know what I mean? At this current 5 minutes, I have to message you again. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I do get a yes for that. There's definitely some worries that are there. Okay, got it, Amanda. I got you. Um, I don't know if those are his worries or your worries. There's definitely some worries around it. I think he's a little bit worried right now. Oh, when? Oh, when? Sorry, my bad. And then my timer did go off, so let's make sure, let's check in and see if I've answered your questions. If not, oh my God, this is doing that to me. So 3 and 9. Hold on. 4, 4. There's 4. 3 4s, so fours. 4. Yeah. There's a 4, and there is like a shift in energy that's available coming forward. But oh no, you're good. You're good. I read that. I read that well. You're good. And then let me see. There's a bit of resistance around that at this time, but I get 4, 5. Hold on. 5, 4, and 5. That's the resistance energy. Well, yeah, yeah. It might be some time to see each other because I'm getting like 4 or 5. There's still resistance. And I'm trying to see if there's 8. Okay, 8 is when movement happens. So 8. There's definitely resistance. There's definitely some like energy, and then 8 is when there's movement in terms of possibly seeing it again. And it did bring forward your energy again of setting your tone and setting your boundaries. Yeah. Yes. Correct. I gather it could be days. Um, and again, you have choice, and it did remind us a lot here, Brenda, for you, and you have choice. But it did remind us a lot about like your boundaries and your needs, and like making sure that you step in to make sure your boundaries are being heard and honored, things like that. You know, so let me know how you're feeling, Brenda, with that. You're welcome. Yeah, definitely keep me posted. It help you see, when you step in and honor your beautiful self, it helps shift and change like things. Oh, look at that timeline. 12 and 13 days. It's so funny, Marielle. I keep getting days. 12 and 13 days. Is that what we said before? And then Amanda, I got you for your question. Someone else, I just have to check in, sent in a cash payment and my Cash App's down. So I just have to check this really quickly. Hey Amanda, I see you. Jen, are you here, Jen? 5. Wait, what? So confused. I'm very confused about this. I'm canceling with Jen. I don't know. I don't know. I hope that that's okay. I hope Jen's here. I hope you here. Yep. Yep, you can. List is open. We probably have a few more spots open. Um, yeah, we said 12 to 13 days, and it was like in her energy. 12 to 13 days. No, this is not witchcraft. I mean, you can call it whatever you want, but no, I'm not stepping into witchcraft here. Yeah, does that make sense a little bit? Mhm. And then, Amanda, I see your question. I just want to end something here for myself. One moment. Hey, Kara or Kara. Is it Kara? Okay, Amanda, let's get to your question. You're welcome. Okay. Yeah, I hope that helped. Got it. Is it Kara? C or no? Or is it Kara? Wait. First one, Kara. All right, Amanda. Marie? Okay, you got it. Marie. Perfect. I got you. So we're going to do Amanda's question, then we'll get to Marie's um, paid reading right after. And then my list is like starting to close off everybody after Marie. Whoa. Okay, this is good. There's like a releasing energy coming forward, Amanda. Not necessarily releasing you. It's just a releasing energy, intake energy. But let me see what that like. What is she releasing? Something from the past. Let me know if this makes sense to you. Does it make sense that she might be, I don't know if you know this or not, but it feels like Kate might be doing, like getting leaned towards or like triggered towards doing some like inner reflection and like shifting thoughts and perspectives of the past and almost stepping into an element of like self love or something or like deep, like understanding self more. Would that make sense to you when you hear that? I know that's not answering your question, so I have to make sure I answer your question, but that's what I look forward first. So let me know if that resonates. Or if you know if it resonates. Okay. All right. Let me see what I can answer. There's a bit of protection. I keep getting a bit of like protection, maybe because there's an energy of like Kate's like this is happening for Kate right now. I do gather that there's still good feelings. There's still like feelings that are good. That's how that has to come out. There are still feelings that are good towards you. It does feel like there's quite a bit of like introspection or like protection energy around what um, what Kate's going through, but then I do get more energy and movement towards you too, like in a bit, in like in the near future. Does that answer your question? And does that make sense? Actually, good. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I do gather that energy. Yeah, that was like the second portion of the reading, which um, had really good cards with it. So yes, in time, like in the near future is how it wants to come out in the near future. And always remember that we all have choice. That is the gift and the in quotation curse of our lives, but the most important choice. So just remember that choice is always at play. You have choice, you have choice to choose and change things. But yes, I think that this energy will come forward. And you can always let me know. I love getting updates from you. But I do get a yes. So I hope that helps. Um, just protection in terms of like moving forward in general. Like her reading for her feels like more it's like geared towards her. So um, the protection in general could include you in that general protection. Does that make sense? Oh, yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, let me know if that makes sense. But sending you support for that. No, no, she does. There is. It's just really. It's not that she doesn't miss you. It's that she's really like experiencing something within herself and you are in that energy in there, it feels that it's really like reflective back to self for her. Like, so it's not that she doesn't miss you, it's that she's just like, it feels like there's like quite a bit of stuff on like her energetic plate right now in terms of growth or like lessons or expansion, lessons. But yeah, so I hope that makes sense. You're welcome. You're welcome. Lots of love. Oh, okie dokie. Marie, are you here? Want to see if you see what. Oh, got you. Okay, let's step in. Music here. Okay. All right. Here we go. Ooh, emotional. I do see the fight energy coming forward. Like you're really stepping. I know. I do feel that. I felt it, and I can see it here as well. That you're really working hard to like work through this, and it's been a lot. So let's see what comes forward to like support this energy here. Oh, I'm sorry, love. Hiccups. Yeah. So what I'm getting here, there's two things coming forward. The first thing that's coming forward is an energy of like ensure you're taking care of yourself. Like don't be afraid to take a moment of rest to take care of yourself and really calibrate. And like, it feels like a nice reminder to continue to recalibrate your energy because in recalibrating your energy, it helps create this movement forward, like, it keeps you going, it keeps the energy going towards this, in quotations, "fight" that you're working through right now. You have energy of your dreams coming forward, of, like, kids' energy coming forward, um, yeah, it feels like there's definitely, um whether you're experiencing heartbreak or worry right now, it feels like there might be moments of like, ugh, like I have to either like, I don't know if there's lawyers involved or not. Kind of feels like there might be energetically here, but like even regardless, it feels like that the heart is breaking in terms of like putting offers forward. So what I get is like, I don't know if there's going to be some more more fighting or more negotiation or more conversation or more contractual stuff. There's a possibility that there's like a little bit more coming forward. And the energy that you're working through here does feel, I don't know if this resonates with you, if it feels like cold or stern or something like that. Very complicated. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it feels like the energy you're in quotations going against right now is like colder or sterner. Does that resonate with you? And I have very cold, lots of different cold energies. Yeah. It does warm up. I do have warm energy. It's through the process, so it feels like this warm energy sort of like trickles in. I have some really good cards coming forward. It does come with other information as well of like putting in the work, releasing the past, like working to move forward. I do get new energy coming forward. It does feel like good energy coming forward for you. And the interesting thing I'm getting here is there's a lot of you tapping into your strength, which I'm sure you've been doing. That's why I'm things to take care of yourself. But the vision I'm getting with the Wheel of Fortune, which is a really good card, FYI for you, is like it like trickles a little bit of water, and that water is the warmth energy I'm talking about. Like it's like warmth energy, warmth energy, warmth energy. And it's sort of like this warm energy trickles through. Like this might be a bit of a slow process, possibly, and it does feel that there's a lot of stuff behind it. That there's like a lot of like big, either like big decisions or big things going in, things that need to like end or shift or change kind of like drastically. But amongst that energy, there's also this like slow trickle of things warming up and it's leading you to your new path where it feels like a lot like did it energy. Like it does feel very much and like always know, especially when dealing with like custody or if there are lawyers are involved or not. These are big energies and there's a lot of energy at play and there's a lot of people working in this energy. So like if you take that into consideration, there's a lot of really strong energies at play in these types of situations typically. So a lot of things can happen, but I do gather that like this will slowly trickle in, things will work for you and it will start to feel better slowly but surely and it'll get warmer and it'll come through. Does that make sense when you hear that? Hi, Cassian or Cassie. Make sure to subscribe to ask questions worth $5 for a question. Don't see them moving at let me check this out. Maybe I should go back to the cards. It's very interesting. The thing that's coming forward is like if they were to move out of province, it wouldn't help like the situation. Like if they were to move, it sort of like kicks them in the tush a little bit. Um, I'm just gonna see what else. Right. Like, is that are you affirming that or not? Mm, right. Yeah. So there's an energy of that being a possibility. So, I mean, of course, if they're thinking about that, well, it's also a timer, which is about like home. So if they were to do this, it sort of like gathers the energy back into yours. Um, yeah, and like it doesn't help the situation, it almost helps you and your energy. And even if they don't, I do feel like there's still a slow trickle of things coming in for you, like harmful is coming in for you. Um, so and if they are to make a move, which it kind of does show a little bit of, I'm not gonna lie, it shows a bit of movement energy. Um, even if it's just showcasing their thoughts around it, but it definitely doesn't help the situation. Um, and it sort of helps you. And I do gather over time, like there's definitely is an energy still of like, ugh, like working through things for the next while. And I'm so sorry. That's just so much to, to experience. So that's why it's like take care of yourself. Make sure to what was the word? Not recenter yourself, but recalibrate or something and like take care of yourself because there's a little bit of this is gonna take some time. But over time it does feel like it softens for you and it warms up for you. And yeah, if there are decisions about like moves or anything like that, it sort of like it sort of moves more in your favor at some point. So I don't know how that feels. I get the feelings about the move too. Let me see what comes up with that. Yeah, I keep getting with like something with the move is like stand your ground or like don't give up, stand your ground and like step in as you need to step in. I keep getting it leave it up over November. Mm, mhm. Let me see on time too. If I can bring it forward time. Make sure to subscribe to ask questions or send um, gifts or anything like that to over 5 bucks. To help with the kids that you with yeah. Yeah, exactly. I do get it coming forward for you. It feels like it's going to be a bit of like working to get there. Um, let me see if the timeline stuff comes up as well. A bit of a challenge for 9, 9. What's 9? What's 9? 9 is that a month? Sorry, my brain kind of goes when I have the energy. 9 September. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so that kind of tracks a bit, like, in terms of, yeah, thanks everyone. Yeah, exactly. So that does track a bit. And then what's even interesting about the 9 is I do have it like it's like a progression. Like 9, maybe it starts to get a little better, and then 10 is there as well, is like maybe when things come to more fruition as well. So like there'll be more you'll have a more of a knowing, like maybe in September you'll like the warmer feelings will start to come in, or like September, October feels pretty close. Like that's close enough. But September, October, things could start to make more sense and you'll have more clarity around that point. That does sort of tap out. And this is dealing with kids. This is about like kids or like innocent energy, whether that's your past or kids. In this case, it's about the kids' energy. So I do feel like there's more clarity coming for you, like towards the fall mark, if that makes sense. Let me know how that feels, and let me know how you're feeling too. My timer is at just under 1 minute, Marie, but I want to make sure you feel good. Like let's check in. Let's see what's up. Hello. Do you mean a paid reading, Miss? Oh, sorry, Miss M Wang. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm probably butchering your name. Love. I'll say Miss M. Miss M. If you're looking for a paid reading, question mark. Okay. Well, no. Towards me next week, I quote not trial. Okay, let's see. And then is that okay if that's your last question? My timer went off. I just want to make sure that you feel good on the court next week. Okay, let's see. Okay, perfect. Okay. Wow. Wow. Justice card came forward. There's still some protective energy. It feels like there might be a bit of movement that comes forward next week. Like it sort of feels like there is maybe even a little bit of like, yeah, justice and or like whether you stand in your energy of like justice and setting the tone and like there's defense energy too. There's like defensiveness too. There's justice and defensiveness, which is so interesting. And this was like the whole thing about lawyers that was coming forward. I was like, is there a lawyer involved? So it sounds like there is. But um, there's movement, there's momentum, there's like some sort of like shift, like something shifts. I don't know if there's a piece of like information that comes forward that like triggers the future movements forward, but there's like an energy of like something coming forward to like move things forward. Does that make sense? Yeah, it does feel like for you, like there's like whether or not it like feels totally like positive at the end, like it feels like yeah, it's like justice energy. It's like a yes, and you're like yes, like it might not be like the outcome happens right away per se, but there's an energy of like, whether that's your lawyer's energy or your energy or whoever however this is going down, right? Like it's like there's like a you just subscribe to ask questions. I typically don't follow people. If you're asking if I followed you, it might be a fake account. Sometimes that happens. I've been on here. Yeah. So I hope that helps, Marie. Let me know how you're feeling. And then, am I missing something from someone? I don't think I'm missing anything. I'm just gonna check here while I check in. Um, you're welcome. Sending you lots of love and so much energy and hugs for you for the next while. Take care of your lovely self as you go through this. Lots of nurturing you here. Oh, and then when you say subscribe, no, so subscription. Oh, thanks for clarifying that, Cassie. Subscription is different, um, a different option. I think when you go to my profile, there's a button that possibly says subscribe, and it does cost a bit. So there's two tiers. I think there's a 2.99 tier and a 9.99 tier, and sorry, my brain is fried. I'm gonna have to tap off here soon. Um, the information on what you get on each tier is there as well. So as a top tier subscriber, you get one free read as of right now. You get one free read per month on here, 11 minute read that you cash in one of it. Um, and then as a subscriber in general on both tiers, you can ask questions for free anytime. That helps. Sorry, my brain's a little fried. I'm gonna definitely be tapping off here soonish. So I just hope that a bit. La la la.